This is probably the stupidest thing we've ever done with our caravan. And we instantly regretted it. We're Haley and Brad, and in today's episode, we push our limits to reach what might be the most epic winter camp in the Victorian High Country. But towing our 3.5 ton home up this goat track turned out to be a mistake.
Definitely not a caravan suitable road.
Join us this week as we experience the highs and lows of winter caravanning in the Australian Alps and share what worked, what didn't, and what we'll never do again. All in the search of the ultimate off-grid adventure. Let's go.
We made it
Look at this! I cannot believe we just did that in our caravan.
Welcome back to another episode. This might be one of the most challenging logistics-wise episodes we've had to create. Our plan has changed quite a few times, but I think we've got it in our head now. The original plan was to head south for Jindabyne along the Barry Way and sort of head into sort of the Omeo Valley from there. And since I had made that plan, I've been told that it's not really suitable for caravans. I'm getting conflicting opinions, so I'm going to play it safe and not go that way. Instead, we're going to head west towards Cancoban or down to Tom Grogan tonight, and that's along the Alpine Way, so that goes from New South Wales into Victoria, sort of towards the Albury-Wodonga area. It's also a road that's not necessarily suitable for caravans, and we actually had to do a big detour around it last year, but since we did that detour, a lot of you guys have said that it's fine to tow a caravan along, so we're going to do that today. We'll get moving. We'll start making our way along the Alpine Way. Hopefully there's some epic views, so let's get moving, Pats. People tobogganing. We're just driving through the snow with our caravan. Sick.
Wow.
Hey, you wouldn't want a toboggan too hard. You end up on the road.
Sick.
This is one of the reasons I love driving a manual, and it's being able to drop it into a low gear and let the engine compression control the speed. It might feel really slow, but it's by far the safest way to handle roads like this. If you're relying solely on your vehicle and caravan brakes on these steep, drawn out descents, they'll quickly heat up, they'll start the fade, and you could lose braking power altogether, which in terrain like this could be a fatal mistake.
We are just rolling into Tom Grogan campground. It's a free camp in the Kosciuszko National Park, and it's absolutely stunning. Look at this guy here. Oh, Mr. Kangaroo.
Fluffy they get up here. Like they've got like an extra coat.
Yeah.
And Fluffy boy,
Wow.
he looks good in
Oh,
good
look,
condition.
the creek's right there.
Yeah, I reckon we just go here. A lot of the campground is like closed at the moment because it's getting re-vegetated or something. So, yeah, but this spot looks like a pretty good spot. Got the creek down there, just a nice grassy spot.
Got sun.
Sun, solar, Starlink, it's all happening. It just, can you vacate, please? Or is this the best spot?
We're in his sunny spot. Oh yeah, how good is
Stretch
this?
my legs.
There was heaps of space to spread out as well, even with those closed sites, so it's good. I think we need to pay a $6 booking fee,
Yep.
which I'll do when we get Starlink, but then once you pay that you can just stay whatever it lets you stay for free, but you need a Kosciuszko day pass.
And that Alpine
up
Way
there.
was nothing to be scared of.
Yeah.
That was, we've done 10 times worse than that, and I just sat on the in my tow mode on my engine brake, just let Just Autos do all the work pretty much. the move again this morning. We've got the beautiful snowy mountains in the background there.
Yeah, I didn't even realise that you could see them from this camp.
I reckon rather than camping on the river next time, we'll camp somewhere here because there's just so much room spread out here. But that view this morning of the clouds rolling over the mountains, spectacular. It's exactly what you're chasing out here. But we're pushing into Victoria today, which is exciting, but also a little bit nerve-wracking because there's a lot of closed roads in Victoria. They seem to have a lot of areas with elevation that are inaccessible during the winter months. So we might be in for a bit of fun and games, but we're going to go down there, try and find some dirt, try and find some off-grid epic locations. Yeah, I'm just excited to go back to Victoria because we loved it earlier this year, and yeah, I'm keen to go back because it's some of the best camping in Australia. So
me too, but I'm glad we did go in the summer because it just looks like so much is closed around the high country during the winter, which makes sense. But yeah, it's like every little road we look at and try and work out where we're going, we keep getting thrown spanner in the works.
Yeah, we use like a lot of HEMA maps, and if it's highlighted yellow, it means that it's closed during winter in Victoria, and there's a whole lot of that going on. But not to worry, I've got some tricks up my sleeve. I've been doing a lot of research, so hopefully the research pays off and we reward ourselves with an epic camp in this episode. But first we've got to get up here, out of Tom Grogan, out of the mountain, and up towards Cancovet. Should be a nice little windy run this morning.
Do you reckon they're Brumbies?
Yeah, they're all Brumbies.
What? No!
Brumbies and emus.
Wow.
I thought I saw
Where are the emus? Oh yeah, there they are. Wow.
Insane.
That is crazy. It's like we're in Switzerland. Look at that, look at the pretty stone hut.
This place is sweet.
We're just driving past Gee High and the camp is bloody beautiful.
Yeah, this is just as good as Tom Grogan, I reckon. I mean, you don't know. Oh, yeah, you do have views of Kosciuszko. Damn, that's a sweet spot. There's no one there either. I have to come back to this spot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That river looked amazing down there.
It
So
was
crystal clear.
Crystal clear. Look at the beautiful green grassy paddocks. Seriously, this area, there's so many camps around, hey?
Yeah.
Like we could come back again and stay at that place and you have a whole new experience.
That's bloody awesome.
Nice.
Put that one on your list. Gee High.
In our cheap and
Found on the Alpine Way.
I watch our dirty tears fall.
This is some of the most extraordinary scenery I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It literally feels like a different country.
Yeah, it feels like we're in
I know
Switzerland.
Victoria had some cool mountain ranges, but none that were like treeless.
Yeah.
You know, these ones actually don't have trees on the top. They're covered in snow. They're like sheer vertical cliff faces. This is a stunning drive.
Starless night.
It's like the Blue Mountains again.
Sun and moon reverse. I sit here and doubt and think on you. I hold back and I
Well, it's a snowplow section.
Road's actually starting to get really narrow and steep, so I'm just radioing through it every now and then, just saying there's a caravan northbound. But yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lookout up ahead here, and it looks back on that mountain range, which is some of the most epic scenery I've seen in Australia. Insane. See, look at, like, you wouldn't get two caravans side by side here, I don't reckon. You'd be pushing it, like, maybe you could. But yeah, pretty hectic. We've just found ourselves at a little bit of a lookout just off the Alpine Way here. This is Scammell Spur Lookout. Check this out. What an insane view.
This is so cool. So this is like the western side of the main range of the Snowy Mountains. And I love these signs because I love just being able to work out like where things are. But I thought I'd just bring up, the other day we were at Guthiga, which is on the eastern side, and look, it had another one of these signs. So Mount Townsend, which we can see is that peak there, like kind of the main peak that we can see. We could also see that the other day at Guthiga. We were on the other side when we were snowboarding. It was like there.
Bloody
How
awesome.
sick's that? Oh wait, no, yeah, that one. So we were there, and now today
We're on the
we're
other side
over
of the
here.
range.
That's so
We're getting it from all aspects, but it's going to be a brief stop because it is bloody freezing up here.
As we rolled out of the mountains and crossed the mighty Murray River into Victoria, it felt just so good to be back. The scenery here really is jaw-dropping. You got winding river systems, vibrant farmland stretching out for miles, and in the distance the biggest mountain ranges in Australia towering over it all. We were that bloody keen to get stuck into this leg of the trip. As we know, there's no better place to throw ourselves into alpine trails, off-road challenges and proper off-grid adventures than right here.
Well, that was one of the most stunning drives that we have ever done, but we've just stopped to get water. What's this place called, Brad?
Corryong.
Corryong. There's been like a lot of water fill up point options around, hey?
Yeah.
Like there was one in Cancoban and a few here. It's really good, but with the whole off-grid winter caravanning situation, like it's been a lot easier than, you know, what you would think. We still have 92% of our battery power, so that's awesome. Like we've had sun, which has been good, obviously not a lot, but yeah, to think that that's at 92% of our 800 amps of battery, and we've been using heaps of power. We literally worked all day yesterday in the caravan, inverter, cooking, all the things, so that's been really good. The only thing that makes it tricky is like the keeping on top of washing, especially in winter, because you use so many more clothes and like our snowboarding clothes and stuff. So we just get creative with like trying to do washing as much as we can. So I've just loaded up a load there, and while Brad's filling up water, because there's no one here and there's two taps, like it's not like we're gonna hold anyone up, I'm just gonna chuck the inverter on and put on a load of washing now while he's filling up. So you can just you can do a 15-minute load, but I like just giving it an extra few rinses. I don't know, a bit fussy. I find that it washes a bit better, but it's gonna take like 20 minutes to fill the water tanks up anyway, so that'll be on for like 28 minutes. So we'll just do that, and then because we're only not too far away from our next camp, then when we get to camp I won't be able to hang it outside because it's not going to dry. The sun sets so early at the moment, but what I'll do is I'll just hang it up inside, and it might take like it might take a couple days to dry, but it's just better to do that. It's a bit more tedious, but it's better to do that and keep on top of the washing, because there's also not a lot of laundromats around either, because we're not going into like big towns often. I just thought I would show as well, because I've just put the microwave on to heat up lunch and the washing machine's going, and that's how much battery we're using. What's that, Brad?
We're using 100 amps. It's coming out, but 62 is coming in from the solar panels, which I just noticed are absolutely filthy. So I'm going to get up there and give them a clean. So it's still pretty good, like this time of year. 62 amps coming in off the roof. We'll definitely get a few amps extra once I clean them up. But
so we're using 100 amps from the microwave and washing machine going at the same time. Yeah, nice.
Well, we're pushing on southwest, and true to form, we hadn't locked in a campsite. That's pretty normal for us. We like to just see how the day unfolds. We picked out a few options on the map, pointed the rig in that direction, and we figured we'd decide along the way. Doing this keeps things flexible, and honestly, that's half the fun of travelling like this.
They're mowing at the moment. They must have heard that we're coming.
Wow, that's nice.
What's this called? Katie Peters Reserve. I think this might be our home for the night, Patsy.
Yeah.
Find a nice spot where we can get some sun. I reckon this will do. There's two, we're just outside of Estale, and there's two sort of free camps just in the area. One of them was really dark and shaded, but this one a little bit further south. Yeah, I can't see anyone here, and there's plenty of wide open spaces, so it's right up our alley. River there, the mighty Midder River. Midder River. And yeah, we've got a bit of grass. I reckon fire would be on the cards. Just watch the sun go down. Perfect way to end a travel day. It's been a sweet drive today.
Look, it's only 3 o'clock. We actually did good today.
Killing it. It's because we've got power now. We can get places a lot faster. I'll tell you what, this thing has been a joy to drive, especially through the mountains. I'm banging way less gears, and yeah, doing it in comfort now.
Thanks once again to our awesome Buy Us a Beer crew. Your support goes a long way to help us keep chasing adventures and share them here with you all. Cheers.
It's a beautiful afternoon here on the Midder River, and I've got a hankering for something sweet, so I've just thought, what do I have in the cupboard? And damper seems like the only real option that we've got. So I've just rifled through the cupboard and grabbed everything I could possibly use to make this damper sweet. Usually damper is just flour, self-raising flour and water, but I've got a few other odds and ends. Some leftover scroggin, I've got some cinnamon, some brown sugar that I'm going to throw in, and it's going to make a sweet little treat for us to have after our dinner. And dinner's already made. We're having leftovers from last night, so I'm going to mix up some of the plain flour and baking powder to make our self-raising flour. Oh, it smells good already. A little bit wet, but it'll be alright. So what you do is just fold it into itself. I've just wet my hands so I can handle it without it sticking to my hands too bad. Drop her in there. Now you can see the colour is already beautiful from all the cinnamon and brown sugar I've put in. But what I'll do just to top it off, it's nice and wet, I'll just sprinkle some flour over it. We don't measure things in our caravan, so you know, you just got to make do with what you got. I don't like to use a lot of utensils, so the knife to make the cut is like the fork. We'll just portions it out. I don't know, it might help it rise or something, I don't know. Let's give it a couple of pricks. And then jam her in the oven just like that. 40 minutes I reckon, we'll be cooking. I'm gonna need to restoke this fire. Now usually I would have that sitting up on a rack, but you can see here I've very smartly installed the fire, I like set the fire pit up incorrectly so my little oven tray doesn't fit in there, but we're just making do with what we got. It'll still work. It's really hot in that oven. I'll use that as my poking stick.
Should I get dinner happening then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, Damper Man Brad. Are we ready to go?
It's been 35 minutes, so I'm going to try it. We haven't got any wood left, and the fire's pretty much dead, so still got some pretty good heat in there, but I reckon it'll be done. And if it's not done, it's close enough.
It'll do.
She'll be right. Oh, it looks good. It's risen.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, I can't wait to eat that.
Let's slap it up here.
Oh.
It's going to be very hot, but what do you say that you knock on it, don't you? Sounds hollow. I'm going to just get it out of the pan.
Okay.
See what the bottom's like.
Get that smoke. Wow, it's like a little loaf of bread.
Well, I put heaps of oil in the bottom so it doesn't stick. But I reckon that looks pretty good. Look, I'll break it open. How about that?
Okay.
Ooh,
A bit hot.
bit hot.
A bit ouchy.
See how well I cooked it.
Wow.
That's good.
That's perfect.
It's probably on the doughier side, but it's so hot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa.
Well, I'm a little bit nervous right now. We've just hit some uncharted territory, some real uncharted territory, and we're looking for a shortcut to get over into Mount Beauty. Patsy and myself are pretty desperate for a bit of dirt and a bit of off-grid rather than, you know, just get off the highway. So I think I found a suitable track for us to pass over this mountain range into Mount Beauty. Looks like there's epic views already. We can see snow-capped mountains. We're just going to follow this ridge along. We'll just see how we go. We'll point our nose in that direction and see if it all comes together how we hoped.
It's been so hard, like traveling in Victoria with all these mountains and snow, and I mean it's epic, but really makes it hard navigating your way. We're trying to make our way towards Falls Creek. There's some snow forecast to fall like at the end of the week, so we're trying to get to Falls Creek so that we can be there and go snowboarding when this good snow comes, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It's proven to be hard. Towing a 3.5 ton caravan around definitely crosses a lot of things off your list in the high country, but we're making do with what we got.
And shuts down a lot of camps in Victoria at this time of year. It makes it a bit challenging, but it's all right. We are pushing on, and we're going to try and see what we can manage to do.
Bloody beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful country out here. What I've done is I've just put my UHF onto scan mode, so it's scanning through all 75 channels. So if there's any sort of chatter around us, it'll be good. The only thing I'm really concerned about is just someone coming around the corners, like, because this is a windy road up here, someone coming around the corners too fast. We're going to take it super slow, probably do 30 kilometers an hour, but the track from here is only about 30 or 40 kilometers, so yeah, we're hoping that it pays off. Otherwise it's a few hour round trip detour up to the highway and back around. So anyway, let's see how we go, but yeah, so far we're off to a good start. About to hit the dirt.
far so good, and we've just come to like our first kind of big pull-off area, as you can see, that you can actually like have plenty of room to pull over. And someone has obviously camped here because there's the leftover fire remains there, but because we're in a state forest and in Victoria and New South Wales, but you're allowed to free camp in state forests.
Yeah,
so
the rule is
that's cool.
You're not allowed to camp within 20 meters of a watercourse. That's about the only rule with state forests and camping, which is sweet, because if we find a spot like this maybe a little bit further down the track, we'll just pull up for the night. But yeah, we've got an awesome view out to the Snowy Mountains. We've got the Snowy Mountains over there, then we've got Mount Bogong, which would just be behind these trees here.
And that's the one that we've been seeing snow on as well.
Yeah, that'd be epic. Imagine sitting here in the morning watching the sun come up over Mount Kosciuszko.
Yeah. That's awesome.
This is what this is all about.
I feel like we're exploring, you know,
Yeah.
like we're actually navigating our own way through these tracks. We don't know like where we're going to end up tonight. We could camp anywhere.
This is
It's
what I love
exciting.
most about caravanning, is
Yeah.
this type of travel.
Puts a fire in my belly.
Yeah. Well, we've only been going for like half an hour, so we may as well keep going.
Yeah, good start.
Geez, it's a bit brisk down here, but we scooted along that track a lot faster than what we thought we would have. It only took us about an hour to get to this fork in the road, and we're actually planning on camping along that track, but oh, I need to get in the car, I'm freezing. I can't even talk. Oh, I need to put a jumper on, but they're all in the caravan. Anyway, what we're doing, I just let the tires down and we're gonna head up this track, and looks like there's a lookout spot at the top of this mountain, but whether we can get up this four-wheel drive track or not is another question. It looks like it's pretty steep and somewhat narrow, so I'm just gonna go in low range and try and crawl up it. A lady just pulled up and she was looking for directions to look at, and I said, well, I don't know where it is, but I think it's up there, and that's where we're going. And she said, you're going up there in that thing? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay. All right, I'm gonna put her in low range and just crawl up this mountain. It's about 5 k's to the top, so wish us luck.
Oh, apologies for sounding like Darren Lockyer, but I've lost my voice during the editing of this video. But I just want to jump in here before we get into this action. We actually debated whether we're going to release this footage or not, because once we got to the top, we might seem jovial throughout the footage, but once we got to the top, especially myself, I couldn't help but feel a little bit silly for attempting this. Just dangerous. There's a few reasons for it feeling dangerous, and one of them is the weather is uncontrollable up there. It snows up there. You can get a lot of rain. It's really slippery in a few places. It's really steep in a few places, and when you got 7 tons trying to pull you up or down a hill, yeah, it's completely incompatible with caravans. So we just got lucky on this day. The other reason, really the main reason, is that there's actually a lot more traffic up there than what we anticipated. I didn't think we'd see anyone up there, but we probably saw around 6 cars. We didn't meet anyone face to face on the track, but there was a bit more traffic up there than what anticipated, and if there's oncoming traffic, you tow in a van, it's just going to be a bad time. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the footage.
I'm cold and I'm stressed. There's no turning back now. It hasn't been too bad, but definitely on a caravan suitable road. Lucky I've got a lot of trust and faith in this rig. what it could do. Look at this, it's steep here. Might need a couple of goes with this if I lose traction. Yeah, that's cool. Look at the shack.
And the snow.
Oh,
Wow.
if we make it to the top, this is going to be well worth the effort. I am bricking. There hasn't been any real cause for concern. It's just like I worry if the car comes the other way because there's nowhere to pass. Anyway, I got to worry about myself.
Yeah.
I'm doing 10 k's an hour. We'll make it work.
Dude, that was hectic.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to stop. I was just like, I'll keep my momentum. Woo!
I had to get out of your way.
Pumping. I didn't realize how steep it was, but once I saw you walking, I'm like, oh, she's struggling to even walk up this. It's
So cool.
exhilarating. Like, we come down here to test the white horse out. I think we're doing a pretty fine job of it.
Oh yeah. Would you have done this in Silver Bullet?
Nah, I just didn't have the power. Like, I'm in my top tune, I'm in my power tune, and because I know if it's there, like if I need it, it's there. So I just put my foot down if I need power, like back there. But the Silver Bullet, once you sort of run out of steam, you're out of steam. Once you're in low range and first gear, like that's about as good as you can get. So no, this has been a really good test. Very happy with our vehicle choice, darling.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Probably only another few hundred meters.
I'm so puffed out after that walk up the hill.
Also, we only really filmed like a few of the obstacles getting up this track because a lot of them it wasn't really suitable for us to stop mid-climb to get out and film. So a few of the jump ups, which are the gnarlier sections, we didn't even capture because it was just too dangerous to be trying to hold the caravan on the slope. There's nowhere really to pull over, no flat spots, and then to get that momentum to get going again, just it's too dangerous. So just kept our momentum and just kept trucking it. Yeah, we had to make do with what we got.
This is way scarier than what I thought.
I told Patsy this looks like a hectic session. You should go up ahead and get us coming up here. And she's like, nah, I'm not gonna. I said, okay, well I can tell you bugger, just stay in the car. And then we're going up it. I'm like, whoop, there's the wheel lift. Whoop, there's another one. Whoop, there's another one. And now we made it to the top.
This. I cannot believe we just did that in our caravan. That was the most hectic thing we have ever taken our caravan on.
Freaking
Holy
awesome. And now there's going to be
moly.
an awesome view here.
Even though the risk probably doesn't outweigh the reward with this one, we were here and we may as well make the most of it. On this night, we were fortunate enough to share the camp with a great crew, soaking in the stunning views and sharing a few stories around a toasty warm campfire. How good.
We made it down safely off the mountain, thank goodness. Definitely pushed the limits of our confidence a little bit. We've just made it down to the park at Mount Beauty. We actually stayed here a few months back and it was so nice we thought we had to come back, and it's a really good spot to base ourselves to hit Falls Creek where we want to go skiing. So you can see the river that I swam in only a few months ago is an absolute torrent of water here now, and it's actually a different colour. I guess that's all snow melt that's coming down off the mountain. But yeah, this will do us. It's an off-grid site here. We don't have water, we don't have power, which is fine because we've got plenty of sunlight, and there's a few taps around we might be able to pinch some water off. But this will be our home for the next few days, and was really looking forward to coming back here. Have a go at this. Sweet.
Plenty of parks.
Orange park here, so
Yes.
this is called the Gully.
Oh, look, there's snowmans.
Oh, there's a chairlift there, that'll take you up the top. We can just park here.
Nice. Yeah, this is a good spot. Look at the snow out there.
Yeah.
Oh, our windows are very dirty. Can't see.
Here we are, back up the mountain, Falls Creek. And we've got a beautiful day on our hands. There is a little bit patchy snow. They've had haven't had snow for a week or more, but they're expecting a massive storm to be coming in the next few days. So hopefully the next time we come back here, all this hill behind us is topped up. But over the other side, like half the park is open all the way over the other side. So we're gonna explore a little bit today. It's so cool being back here in the snow, hey?
Yeah, do you remember when we were here a few months ago and we parked at this very spot with the old Silver Bullet, and I was pointing to those runs and I was like, we're gonna be back in a few months, there's gonna be snow on them.
Yeah.
And check it out.
And here we are, we've got all our ski gear, we're ready to go. We've got a packed lunch in the fridge, so it's actually kind of cool to be able to drive up to these resorts. It is much more expensive than catching like the ski tube at Perisher. There's a little ticket on our dash, that little A4 piece of paper there. That's a $70 piece of paper. So the resort entry permit is $70. That doesn't include lift passes or anything, so it's quite an expensive exercise to get up here.
We literally didn't realise. We were looking it up just before, like once we got to Mount Beauty, we were like, okay, how do we get up to Falls Creek? Saw how expensive it was, and then we looked at like, can we get a bus or something? The bus is more expensive than buying a vehicle permit, like to get a shuttle bus up here from Mount Beauty. It's crazy. Yeah, unless you're really making the most of it and getting a season pass, yeah, it's a costly exercise to get up here. But I guess that's just skiing in Australia in general is pretty costly because our snow is only here for a few months. They have so much, they have to like spend so much on infrastructure, snow clearing, you know, all the things that come along with just maintaining alpine roads and alpine areas. But
Not to worry, there's a chairlift just here. We walk 50 meters, we're on a chairlift and we're up on the mountain. So keen to explore Falls Creek today. This is what we call a bluebird day. For anyone who doesn't ski, these are the type of conditions you're chasing. The snow is a little bit icy, but been having a ripper day. Just thought I'd ski up. I've just run up the hill here a little bit, and these are some familiar sights from only a few months ago. So we've got Mount McKay there in the background, and this is the actual road that we drove along to get to the Pretty Valley campground. And it sort of looks unrecognisable with this snow, but God, it is beautiful out here. Patsy's just, yeah, so I was going to say Patsy was just about to strap up there and head down the mountain, but she's already taken off. We're just about to finish up our morning session and head back down to the car for some lunch, which I love, not having to pay for resort food. It's so good. Look at this. Woo!
You got like 3 feet of air that time.
What an afternoon.
It was a pretty gloomy weekend here. With winter storms forecast, we laid low down in town with the hopes that some fresh snow was falling up the mountain.
Happy bloody bluebird day and happy bloody 12 centimeters over the weekend. We have some fresh snow laid down ready for us to go and carve up, Patsy.
Yeah, this is the first time in this snow tour that we're actually going to be able to go to the snowfields and experience like a fresh dumping.
Yeah.
It was definitely starting to get a bit icy and whatnot the last times we went, so we're so excited to be heading up the mountain now. We yeah, gonna have the best day.
We're gonna have a day of skiing today, probably a day of skiing tomorrow, and then we're gonna get our move on. But also there's another storm coming in the distance, so it's just been the best snow season ever.
Literally, and like we're getting late in the season and they're still getting dumping after dumping. Like I remember last year, Australia's snow resorts had to close early. I don't think that's going to be happening this year.
They might even extend them this year.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
So cool. All right, up the mountain we go. 40 minutes to Falls Creek.
Yay.
1 degree. This is how we save money on mountain food. Stop in at the Food Works, get some pies and sausage rolls. $5. You know, I can resell these on the mountain. $10 a pop, I reckon.
Even more.
And that's going to be our smoko for this morning.
Oh.
Beautiful. And plum jam for peanut butter and jam.
Menu?
Oh, I forgot bread. I gotta go get bread.
We're having peanut butter and jam sandwiches for lunch. Very carb heavy diet in the snow.
Oh, it's powdery. Oh my goodness. This is the best snow I've felt in ages. Whew. It's so cold up here. There's no better peaceful sound than that right there. Fresh snow, some skis. That's so much fun. Had a good day, mate.
Had the best day. I don't want to leave. Halls Creek, I think, is my new favourite ski resort.
Yeah, and we're just getting peppered snowballs by some funny little kids as we walk through the village on our last night. Oh, look at that sunset too. And we've got the beautiful gang cockatoos up here in the trees. How good.
These people in these lodges, they literally have to shovel all the snow out of there. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty
They
cool.
have to shovel that all out of their way.
Yeah, so it has been such a grouse time up here at Falls. I think it's definitely taken the cake. It's beaten Perisher out as my favourite ski resort. We've had some amazing conditions. The camping's been pretty cool too down there at Mount Beauty. It's a pretty sweet spot. You're just trying your best not to fall over there, mate. But yeah, we're gonna move on from here tomorrow. As usual, we really don't know where we're going. Could go either way. We could go into the Omeo Valley, or we could head north up towards New South Wales. We want to get the van into some snow, but it's proving to be so much more difficult than what we anticipated. Basically, the only way to get the van in the snow, I think, is to get lucky with a really big storm and be at like sort of 1,000 meters of elevation or something like that. But yeah, fingers crossed for a storm. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. And yeah, who knows where we'll pop up next.
Thanks for watching. See ya.
See ya.